Hello and welcome to the first episode of A Game of Two Halves, an 8-part series produced by third-year sports journalism students here at the University of South Wales. The shows will be live streamed on YouTube between today and Thursday. I'm your host David Jones, and here's a quick peek at what's to come in today's Welsh football episode.
Well, standing up singing the national anthem, I nearly got emotional, but it was a surreal moment.
Dyna reit unig fel a lot o tîmau, i fod yn deg, eisiau chwarae'n erbyn ni, cos ni di'r watch team, a maen nhw bod drwy'r curo ni, so a da ni reit brawd yn mynd o, so na, mae'n rhywbeth neis.
And make all women feel welcome and encourage them to get involved in sport, but also be here as a support network for them outside of sport as well, going through any difficulties they may have.
We'll be looking at a football club in the heart of Cardiff made solely for the use of the Welsh language, an inclusion charity offering the opportunity for women to play football across Wales and a chance for semi-professional footballers to represent Wales against England. I'll also be joined in the studio by National Game Media and Marketing Executive at the Football Association of Wales, Ollie Allen, to discuss his role and the future of domestic game in Wales. But first, the sporting headlines across the country. Wales finished the 2023 Six Nations in 5th place following their bonus point defeat to France on Saturday afternoon. Warren Gatland's side started well with George North scoring under the posts after 8 minutes. France then took charge of the game, scoring 5 tries, while Rio Dyer's 80th minute try earned Wales a bonus point in their 41-28 defeat. In football, Rob Page announced his squad for this week's opening Euro 2024 qualifying campaign. Wales face a trip away to Croatia on Saturday before welcoming Latvia to Cardiff City Stadium next Tuesday. Following the international retirement of veterans Gareth Bale, Joe Allen, Chris Gunter and Johnny Williams, the squad includes uncapped Jordan Jones, Nathan Broadhead and Ollie Cooper, with Millwall striker and current Championship Player of the Month Tom Bradshaw, who earned his first call-up in 5 years. Aaron Ramsey has been selected as captain of the side for the first time since October 2012, being the highest capped outfield player in the squad. Youngster Brennan Johnson eased injury worries after suffering a groin problem 2 weeks ago, playing 90 minutes in Nottingham Forest's 2-1 defeat to Newcastle United on Friday evening. Ben Davies, capped 77 times for Wales, has withdrawn from the squad after being substituted in the 37th minute for Tottenham Hotspur with a suspected hamstring injury on Saturday. There was very positive news for the Red Wall, however, as 25-year-old midfielder David Brooks made his first Bournemouth appearance since September 2021, recovering from stage 2 Hodgkin lymphoma. Brooks will hope to build on his 21 caps in Wales' June qualifying campaign. Cymru C began in its current form in 2018, offer the opportunity for semi-professional footballers across Wales' domestic leagues to represent their country. The team, managed by Mark Jones, defeated an England seaside 4-0 in Carnarvon last season, with former Bala Town attacker Will Evans signing for League 2 outfit Newport County off the back of the game. This evening, 20 Cymru Leagues footballers will take on England C in Altrincham, with 3 Pen-y-Bont players being called up for the second consecutive time.
It was a special moment last year, obviously winning 4-0 was special, but it was just a really good week. Meeting the boys, obviously the first, going into camp, didn't really know them personally, because you play against them every week and you seem to argue with them on the pitch, but then when you get together and you get to know them, it was a great bunch of lads. Well, standing up singing the national anthem, I nearly got emotional. But it was a surreal moment, and I can't wait to do it again.
And you've had a fantastic season so far. Is it always in the back of your mind, do you think, when you're playing well, coming up to this time of year? Do you thinking, maybe I'm in a
Yeah, obviously the start of the season, you don't really think about it. You know it's going to come round, but when it comes closer and closer, you think, I really need to play well now, because in your back of your head, you do know it's coming. So yeah, you do think about it. And then when I got the call up, it was a special moment, ringing my family to tell them they're happy, obviously being proud Welsh people. So yeah, it was a special moment.
Obviously last year, like I said, I was just happy to be there. I think obviously with the personnel that they had there last year, I kind of understood my role in the squad, and I knew that in terms of shape and all different kinds of stuff that I probably wouldn't play a bigger part as I'd have liked. Hopefully this year I can play a little bit more of a bigger part. We'll see, obviously there's no givens, but I'd like to play probably a little bit more in terms of minutes and affect the game a little bit more than I did last year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest, mate. Obviously it's something that's good for your career when you're retired, something you'll look back on and be proud of.
Mae fe wastad yn braint da yn rydydd i chwarae i Cymru, so i cael y galwad na gyda Mark Jones, the moment, proud iawn. Yn siarad Cymraeg fyd, iaith gyntaf, so fi'n, fel ys dweud, prawf Welsh fe na, chymod, amser ti'n rhoi y Cris Goch ymlaen, mae fe'n teimlad gwahanol, chymod, tro gyntaf nes i gwisgo fe oedd blwyddyn diwetha, ond oedd e'n moment special iawn a i cael y fuddugoliaeth yn erbyn Lloegr oedd e'n briliant.
Mae tîm pêl-droed yng Nghaerdydd yn sefyll allan o'r gweddill mewn un agwedd unigryw. Mae Cymdeithas Pêl-droed Cymru wedi cymryd camau i dyfu'r Gymraeg ar draws Cymru. Mae Clwb Cymru yn darparu'r cyfle i drigolion De Cymru chwarae pêl-droed trwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg yn y brifddinas. Dyma Lewis Sharp gyda fanylion.
Wel, mae clwb wedi cael sefydlu yn 1969, so 54 mlynedd yn ôl, ac da ni wedi bod yn le da i bobl sydd yn siarad Gymraeg, ddod lawr i Gaerdydd os ydyn nhw'n byw yma i gael cymdeithasu a chwarae pêl-droed ar y weekend yn y Gymraeg. So, 54 mlynedd oedd amser maith. Yr unig glwb sydd wedi cael sefydlu ar gyfer Cymru Cymraeg, ac da ni siarad Cymraeg.
Ond ti'n ysu am y blaen.
O'n i'n ymwybodol o'r clwb sy'n hyrwyddo'r iaith Gymraeg a hefyd sy'n rhoi cyfle i ffrindiau ddod at ei gilydd i chwarae pêl-droed drwy gyfrwng yr iaith. So o'n i'n meddwl, mae'n naturiol bod fi jyst yn ymuno efo'r clwb ac dwi'n bydd yn ôl ers yna, dweud gwir.
Efo'r iaith Gymraeg hefyd, mae rhywbeth quite special. Ti'n mynd weld yna'n aml o gwmpas Caerdydd?
Na, bendant. Un peth sy'n Clwb Cymru Grym ydy yr elfen ddaearyddol na. So, da ni'n chwarae mewn cyngrair sy'n mynd fyny i ardaloedd fel Aberdâr, Maes Teg ac yn y blaen. Wrth gwrs, gen Cymru, fel y cyfryw ddim hynna o fewn y brifddinas. Ond beth sy'n cysylltu ni ydy'r iaith, fel ti'n dweud, a wedyn mae hwnna'n rhywbeth arbennig. A o ran yr iaith hefyd, dydy o ddim yn angenreidiol bod chi'n siarad Cymraeg. Jyst digwydd bod yna oedd yr ethos pam sefydlwyd y clwb. A mae yna dal ethos crylio hynna heddiw, ond fel dwi'n dweud, mae'na groeso i bawb. Catalonia. Catalonia. Da ni reit unig fel a lot o tîmau, i fod yn deg, eisiau chwarae yn erbyn ni, cos ni ydy'r watch team, mae nhw'n bod trwy'r curo ni, so a da ni reit brawd yn mynd o, so na, mae'n rhywbeth neis, mae'n rhywbeth special amdan, cael chi jyst chwarae a gêm ti'n licio, efo'r iaith ti'n siarad.
So, mae'n rhoi fantais iddo chi hefyd?
Mi oedd o, definitely, especially efo corners, o'ch ti'n mynd o, post i blaen neu post yn ôl, a pobl yn dechrau cocio ond o'n, ia.
Oedd nhw ddechrau yn y Parks Leagues yn y Camden District. Felly, athyn nhw trwy'r leagues yna, dwi'n 3-4 division o hana. Dwi'n fyny wan, da ni'n South Wales Alliance Division 1. Felly, da ni'n bod fyny league o'r Division 2. Felly, dwi'n bod behind 5 ydyn ni yn Gymru. Ag, na, mae wedi bod yn, mae'n am hen bryd i ni giro rhywbeth. A gobeithio tymor yma gewn ni promotion, gyda di'r aspirations gan yr hogia.
I'm now joined in the studio by Ollie Allen. Ollie has recently taken over as National Game Media and Marketing Executive at the Football Association of Wales. Ollie, first of all, can you tell us what your role entails?
Yeah, so I look after all sort of the media and the social media, website marketing for the top 2 tiers in men's football, the JD Cymru Premier, JD Cymru North, JD Cymru South, and also the top 2 tiers of women's football, the Genero Adran Premier, Genero Adran North and Genero Adran South. So yeah, just looking after the website and the social media on a day-to-day basis, dealing with sponsors and broadcasters, S4C and Scorio, just to make sure really that sort of we give the best coverage and sort of boost the profile as much as possible for the JD Cymru leagues and for the Genero Adran leagues. Also working with clubs to try and boost their own social media outputs. You know, a lot of these people who are running the social media channels and websites at clubs are all volunteers, so trying to best support them as best as possible to try and make a professional looking environment as possible in Welsh football.
You spoke about boosting profiles there. In terms of growing the domestic game in Wales, how important is social media and how much of a part can it play?
Yeah, massive. I think particularly if you're trying to target that sort of younger demographic, you know, everyone's on social media these days. You know, TikTok is the latest one that's massive coming up, and there's always something that you can try and capitalise on. You know, it's cliche, but social media is endless. You know, the audience isn't just, you know, down the road in Barry. It's not, if you're up north, it's not just at your club in Colwyn Bay or whatever. It is, you can, you know, attract audiences worldwide. You know, there's fan bases from of Llandudno FC who are based in Norway. And that's purely come through social media. So yeah, the reach is endless in terms of engaging with people, in terms of letting people know when games are on. You know, so many people nowadays go to social media to get their news. So if all it takes is to click on one club's pages, you know, look at when the game is, look at how much a ticket costs, look at what time kickoff is. You know, as long as that information is on social media, hopefully people will start going to more games.
Yeah, we've recently had the Adran Trophy final at the SDM Glass Stadium. That was on Red Wall Plus, the first game to be on Red Wall Plus, which is a hugely exciting thing.
Yeah, it's a massive step forward for the FW. As you say, you know, the very first game live streamed on Sunday, which was a real success for us. You know, it wasn't being broadcast live on any other platform like S4C or on Scorio, so we had that opportunity to do it ourselves. So going forward, there's a chance for more domestic games to be on there, also more age grade internationals to be on there as well, but also lots more original content as well. So there's some great documentaries on there at the moment. The Art of the Wales shirt, looking at sort of the designs of Wales shirts in years gone by. There's one coming up on Lee Trundle coming out and the impact that he's had, a lad from Liverpool, the impact he's had on Welsh football. So yeah, so many sort of, you know, everyone loves a football documentary. You know, they're all the range at the moment, you know, on Netflix and Amazon Prime. So the fact that we're able to, you know, produce our own, you know, based on Welsh football is really exciting.
And coming back to the Adran leagues, just how important is social media in terms of getting girls playing football?
Yeah, massively so. You know, as I say, that demographic you're sort of looking at, sort of, you know, 11 to 18, they're all on social media at the moment. You know, that's where their information is going to come from. And the fact that we have so much great photography as well at the Adran Trophy final at the weekend. You know, we had our FAW photographer there getting some fantastic shots. You know, celebration pics. You know, happy smiley faces. You know, and that just encourages, you know, young girls and girls of any age to try and get involved in the sport.
The number of women participating in football at any level across the country increases year upon year, with the Wales women's national team narrowly missing out on their first major tournament last year. Street Football Wales offer the opportunity for women to partake in football across the country.
So Street Football Wales is an inclusion charity that looks to work with vulnerable adults across Wales and, you know, engage with them through football, but also support them as well as people rather than just players. I am the Women Only Development Officer. I started volunteering and then worked part-time throughout uni, and I'm now full-time in the role. So I work across the 3 sessions, which are in Treforest on a Monday, Cardiff on a Wednesday and Swansea on a Thursday. And I'm just here to run the session and make all women feel welcome and encourage them to get involved in sport, but also be here as a support network for them outside of sport as well. You know, going through any difficulties they may have, be there as a support system and potentially, you know, push them on onto other charities and organisations which can support them further. We've got some players that come once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. We might only see them once a month, but them engaging with us definitely helps them grow as a player, you know, with their football skills, but also as people through confidence, you know, then building their support networks and, you know, gaining that support to better their lives outside of football as well. I think they're so important. You know, I think definitely helping them build friendships on the pitch as players, but then, you You know, a lot of the players have gone through similar things outside of football as well, so having that relatability with each other, allowing them to support each other outside of the sessions, but allowing them to then enjoy the sessions kind of as players as well.
It's inclusive, so I meet loads of different people doing it. My fitness has improved an awful lot, and I actually really like football. The way it's played, it's very similar to some of the other sports I've done, so I enjoy it, like the physical demands of it. I think the part I liked the most was when we went up, and a team of us went up to Dundee and we did a Nations Cup back in September. I was having a pretty not great day today, and actually really enjoyed the session. Kind of, it got me out the house, got me. So I think a lot of us on the team have different issues in life and stuff, so quite often it's something to keep us going through the week.
I'm now joined in the studio by third-year sports journalism student Nathaniel Baker. How would you reflect on your 3 years at university?
I think I had a bit of a rocky start when I first joined the course due to some sort of personal matters that meant I didn't have enough time on my hands that I thought I was going to. But I feel like once I was able to sort of manage everything in my life, I feel like once I applied myself on the course, I've really managed to sort of come into my own a bit and be like a sort of cog in the team and sort of help on the whole front of sort of bringing everyone up, I think.
You spoke about coming into your own there. You seem to have grown in confidence massively, especially with the TV module, and have enjoyed that, working really hard. Do you feel that that's something that you could go into after university?
Definitely, because sort of when I started the module, I was very sort of nervous. I struggled a lot with sort of public speaking, and I feel like since I've started doing the module, being surrounded by positive people who help me out and I can sort of trust, I feel like I've really managed to sort of push through those worries that I had and push through those anxieties that I had, and I feel like I've really become a solid member of the team, especially on this module. So I see no reason why not in the future it could be something I pursue, because it's gotten to the point now where since those anxieties have disappeared, I really do enjoy coming in and being a part of the TV module, and I enjoy everything that comes with it.
And of course, we're just months away from hopefully graduating. What are your immediate plans for after university?
Probably enjoy myself, probably look after, sort of celebrate a bit, and then look to the future in terms of who I'm looking to working for and what sort of industry within sports journalism exactly I'm looking to get into.
And you spoke about carrying on there. What do you think in the first kind of in the month after university? What do you feel are the important things for you to carry on from what you've learned on the course?
Well, definitely make sure I keep intact with my skills and sort of make sure that I don't immediately lose everything I've learned in my 3 years at uni, and sort of keep it in my head and make sure I use it in my future employment, I think.
Sport helps many people across the country in multiple different ways. People play sport to keep active, make friends and socialise, but signing for Club Cymru has changed Ryan David's life in multiple ways.
Actually, with stepdad fi deud, wel be am Clwb Cymru? Ti wedi chwarae yn erbyn nhw yn blaenorol, yn blynyddoedd cyn ymuno prifysgol. Ti siarad Cymraeg, maen nhw'n cymuned bach da, maen nhw'n clwb bach sydd yn sefyll am rhywbeth, nid just clwb o tref neu pentref neu beth. So ni wedi, na i ymuno Clwb Cymru. Tan diwedd y tymor, a na i fod yn hollol honest with ti, honestly, I fell in love. Oedd e'n just clwb arbennig, mae'r cymuned yn awesome. O'n i'n teimlo fel hefyd bod nhw gyd i derbyn fi, hyd yn oed, i fod yn hollol honest, dwi'n dod o De Cymru, dy Cymraeg ddim probably iaith gyntaf fi, i fod yn hollol honest, sneb yn teulu fi'n siarad Cymraeg, ond mae pawb oedd bron, mae chwaraewyr i gyd yn dod o Gogledd Cymru. Ond, o'n i'n meddwl, actually, dyma tîm. Es i ysgol Cymraeg yn Ffyndel, ond na i fod yn hollol honest, cyn i fi ymuno'r clwb yma, nes i ddim actually sylweddoli bod Cymraeg actually yn iaith bod pobl yn defnyddio i gyfathrebu. Gan i bach fel, actually, mae hwnna'n cyfle i fi defnyddio dwy iaith, a datblygu fi iaith Gymraeg. Ti'n be, ges i swydd, ar ôl fi goffi'n brifysgol, ges i swydd efo'r urdd, a dwi wir yn credu fyddai ddim wedi cael y swydd yna os nad o'n i wedi ymuno Clwb Cymru, cos doedd Cymraeg fi ddim yn digon cryf fy hunan. O'n i'n dod allan o ysgol, yn y de, dwi'n siŵr os ti'n gwybod, ond yn ysgol yn y de, os dim lot o bobl yn siarad Cymraeg. Ti'n mynd i ysgol Gymraeg, ond mae fe fel you rebel against the Welsh language, ti'n siarad Saesneg i athrawon, because it's not cool to speak Welsh, bla 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 bla, ond yn ymuno Clwb Cymru, nes i actually dysgu sut i gyfathrebu'n Gymraeg yn go iawn, yn sort of rhoi brawddegau at ei gilydd llawn, os mae'n gwneud symud. O'n i'n ffodus wedyn, nes i am swydd efo'r urdd, o'n i'n cael y hyder i siarad Cymraeg a datblygu pethau.
That's all we have time for on this episode of A Game of Two Halves. Here's what we have on the next show. You can watch the programmes back on this YouTube channel. I've been your host, David Jones, and thank you for watching.